House of Kuru, Part 2, Chapter 15. The New King of Anga and an Everlasting Friendship. Shakuni and Suyodhana had observed the stranger with awe and interest. The spectacular feats of Arjuna had not improved their mood since the battle with Bhimasena. A battle which, though was close, had an obvious victory for Bhimasena. We need a good archer in our fold, Suyodhana. This stranger, he has performed every single feat Arjuna did with ease. Make sure he befriends you, commanded Shakuni, as Suyodhana nodded with a smirk. Suyodhana leapt from his seat and approached the stranger. What a feat! What a feat! You are the best archer in this land. You do not need to hear from the weapons master. Hear from me. I am the scion of the House of Kuru, the firstborn son of the emperor. I am Suyodhana, and I tell you now, command me, and the entire House of Kuru will do your bidding, said Suyodhana. And the stranger prostrated before Suyodhana and said, All I desire is for an opportunity to prove myself. Let me fight Arjuna and show the might of my bow before you, requested the stranger. Once more, the stranger bellowed, I have performed every single feat by the son of Pandu. Now I demand to meet him in battle. And Arjuna's wrists and fingers shook with each and every word of the stranger. He turned to his guru and weapons master. Dear Guru, let me put this proud stranger in place. Permit me to do battle with this man, and I will send him to the world of Yama, said the son of Indra, Arjuna. With a swift nod, the weapons master permitted the son of Indra to meet the stranger in battle, and a delight spread across Vibhatsu's face. You haughty stranger, come and do battle with me, and I will swiftly send you to the abode of Yama, roared the son of Indra. Well, the words are very promising, but why don't you support them with your actions? Asked the stranger. And Arjuna, for some unknown reason, got more irritated than usual, and the stranger grabbed his bow. As did Arjuna, and the two prepared for a spectacular show of arrows, one which had every audience on the edge of their seat in the arena. The sun shone behind Karna, and large clouds gathered behind Arjuna. Huge thunder was heard, and lightning filled the sky where Arjuna stood, while the sun began to radiate behind Karna, and the seven-color bow of Indra appeared on the sky. All this only made Suyodhana even more delighted. The natural enmity the stranger showed towards Arjuna convinced him further to befriend him. Just as the stranger was about to blow his conch, Stop! Yelled a loud voice. Both the competitors turned to face the sound of the voice. It was none other than Guru Kripa, the teacher of statesmanship, ethics, and royal behavior. The man you wish to do battle with is the jewel of the Kuru house, the third son of Pandu, the mighty Arjuna, the conqueror of Panchala, and one who has claim to the throne of Hastinapura. Now tell me, stranger, who are you? Where are you from? Who is your father? What house do you belong to? Sons of kings and royals only fight their equal, and not inglorious men. Therefore, tell us, who is your father? Asked the Guru Kripa, to which the stranger sank his head. There was a hushed silence across the stadium. It was so quiet that no one spoke a word. Each and everyone was eager to know who this stranger was. Who was the man who performed such magnificent feats with the bow? Who was his teacher? Who trained this mighty warrior? These were the thoughts that surfaced everyone in the stadium, including the royals present there. Kunti, knowing fully well who the stranger was, but was unable to vouch for him, swooned and fainted as the stranger held his head low in shame. The stranger, however, could not lift his head. His head was paved under the weight of his birth, and it was at this time an old man supported by a staff, approached the stadium and placed his hand on the shoulder of the stranger. The stranger now lifted his head, and tears were drenched across his face. As the old man nodded, a renewed strength surged through the stranger's heart. He rose up and said, "I am the son of a charioteer. This man, Adhirata, is my father. I am known as Radheya by those close to me, but I was born with this armor which calls me Vaikartana Karna," said the stranger. There was a hushed murmuring all across the stadium. Some members booed the stranger, while others applauded him. The son of a charioteer? How did he become so good with the bow? His knowledge of the whip is the most befitting of his birth, said a few, while others protested and said he truly earned his right on the stadium. "Bah! The son of a charioteer? Go now to the stables, mind the horses. Stray dogs should not die under the arrow of a king," roared Bhima. "How can a doe give birth to a lion?" roared Suyodhana back to Bhimasena. "This man is clearly a lion. He is a hero. He performed each and every feat Arjuna performed. Now all he wishes is the ability to prove himself. What is Hastinapura if not a heaven for the heroes?" roared Suyodhana. "Quiet, Suyodhana," snapped Vidura. "Guru Kripa is versed in the knowledge of statecraft and ethics. He states that only a king can battle a king. Therefore, he is disallowed," said Vidura. "Who allows the sun to shine? Do kings? The scriptures also state that there are three classes of men who can claim royalty: men of royal blood, heroes, and those who can lead armies. If a kingdom is what is required for Arjuna to do battle, then I make Vaikartana Karna king of the city of Anga," declared Duryodhana. "That city is not for you to give, Suyodhana. We do not donate kingdoms to strangers and street vendors," roared Vidura. "Father, the vassal state of Anga is destitute of rulership. Hastinapura is known as the land of heroes. I desire this. Please give me this. Make this man the king of Anga," implored Suyodhana, as Karna stood aghast and gobsmacked by Suyodhana's charity. "King of Anga? That son of a charioteer deserves the city of Anga like a dog deserves butter," yelled Bhima, when Suyodhana protested loudly. "Oh Bhima, what you say does not serve virtue. The only virtue for a warrior is might. Just like the source of a river is unknown, so too is the lineage of heroes. The illustrious deity Kartikeya, or those who call him Skanda, the general and commander of the chief of celestials, is of a lineage unknown. Some call him the offspring of Agni. Others say he is the offspring of the Saravana river, while others maintain he is the son of Kritika. Some say he is the son of Rudra, yet no one knows for certain. There are warriors, too, who have become priests, like the sage Vishwamitra, who obtained the eternal Brahma," protested Suyodhana. "By doing this, you will be disrespecting the royal lineage of the city of Anga," warned Guru Kripa. "By not doing this, you will be insulting heroes and discouraging men to rise," said Shakuni in return. "Did you not, O Emperor of Hastinapura, mention that all heroes will meet their needs in Hastinapura?" asked Shakuni. Dhritarashtra then grunted and said, "Be it so. Make him the king of Anga." Suyodhana was overjoyed. He demanded the ceremony to be perfect. A golden throne was brought from the palace immediately, and Suyodhana placed Karna on the throne and anointed him as the king of Angadesha, with the help of priests who chanted hymns and verses from the holy Veda. The royal umbrella was taken out, and Karna was seated under the golden throne with a solar orb at the top of it, and the royal umbrella was placed above the throne. Suyodhana himself held the royal umbrella, shading his newly found friend. During the coronation, Vaikartana was fanned with yak tails as holy mantras were being uttered. Karna turned to Suyodhana and said, "What can a poor son of a charioteer give you in comparison to a kingdom? The only thing I say now is that I will serve you duly. Consider my life yours." And Suyodhana embraced the son of Surya and said, "All I desire is your friendship, nothing else, dear friend." And the two formed a bond which will last for the rest of their lives. As soon as the coronation was over, Karna readied his bow, and Arjuna met Karna on the stadium when Guru Drona stopped them and said, "The sun has set, there will be no combat today." Vexed at the loss of a battle, both heroes turned to their respective allies and departed, while the crowds murmured amongst themselves about the events that unfolded that day, and Kunti swelled with pride on seeing Karna becoming a royal and Arjuna winning the hearts of everyone. The son of a charioteer becomes the student of Parashurama. The student of Parashurama becomes the best student of Parashurama. The best student of Parashurama then becomes the king of Anga Desha. What a transformation! Wow! How mighty is the god Savitar! Exclaimed Janamejaya. Yes, Karna's devotion to the holy god of light Savitar was a true spectacle. But do not wash away his dexterity and determination as mere divine boons, my king. He was also quite accomplished in the art of the bow, said Vaishampayana. Tell me, king, what about the city of Panchala? What happened to it after the two titans Arjuna and Bhima conquered it? Asked Janamejaya. And Vaishampayana continued.